This video is sponsored by Card Kingdom. If you click on the link in the description below, it'll take you to their store and they'll know I sent you there. Alright, before we jump into another Zendikar Rising draft, I want to remind everyone that my content's sponsored by Card Kingdom. You can visit their website by clicking on the link in the description below on YouTube or the logo below on Twitch, and if you do, it'll take you to their store and they'll know I sent you there. Mokata, thank you for all of the gifted subs. That really helps out a lot. And let's jump in here. See if I remember how to play Magic. It's been a long time. Been a long time. Alright. So, interesting. You know, this mythic rare of these isn't like that great in limited, just because a lot of the times in the late game, it's just going to draw you one card, which is a nice upside to have on a land. I'm just saying it's not like first pickable or anything like that. I think Shatterskull Minotaur, Lull Mage's Familiar, and Feed the Swarm, and Nahiri's Binding too, are the cards that we're really looking at here. I think it's Feed the Swarm. This set has powerful enchantments and creatures, obviously, and I've just been really happy with it as a removal spell overall. So I think that's what we take here. Okay, don't really want these black cards on our second pick. Might just be Windrider Wizard. Yeah, it probably is. Windrake with upside. Let's see. Well, what do I even think is the best card in this pack? I don't know. It's not a great one. It's not a great pack. Maybe just Kitesail Cleric. There's a lot of medium cards in this pack, but I think the Cleric's alright. I mean, it's not that much better than the Mucklord, honestly, so maybe we should just take the on-color card. Sure. I think it is better, but it's not a lot better. Okay, some reasonable blue cards here, but Kabira Takedown's really good. Removal spell that's also a land is hard to say no to. I think it's better than Into the Royal, for example, so. Spikefield Hazard's not bad either. It's also a removal spell, more narrow one, but a removal spell with a land attached to it. Okay, you know, Farsight Adept's fine. Tazim Royal Mage is also fine. Gnarlid Colony might be the best card in this pack. I don't know. It's close. But I don't think we really want to take it. I think maybe we just want Royal Mage here. Yeah, I mean, that card's... It's proven to be pretty good between the useful creature type and the ability to get stuff back. Wow. Nahiri's Binding came all the way around. Horn Beetle's a pretty sweet build around, but I think we take the Binding. It's better than Rabid Bite, too. Okay. Well, Thundering Spark Mage is quite good. You do have to end up with a decent mix of creature types, but it's really not that hard to do. And the other cards in this pack are pretty underwhelming. I mean, Brushfire Elemental's alright, but, you know, what else am I going to take here? Yeah. See what happens after we take that Spark Mage. Songmad Treachery, another nice modal card. You know, it's an expensive threat on one side, a land on the other. Electromancer's not bad, especially if we're planning on turning into like either a wizard deck or a party deck. Both of those it's fine in. I think we take the double face card though. Alright, here I think I take a Fisher Wizard. I think we're kind of moving into a wizard deck at this point. Although, the really late Nahiri's Binding may have us go somewhere else, like a red-white deck, but that's okay too. Well, guess I'll grab this McKindy Ox. I mean, base camp's not terrible. If we end up in a tribal deck, a party deck, maybe we actually play it. Yeah, okay. Maybe. I can't believe it enters the battlefield tapped. What's that about? Seems unnecessary. Alright, I think we grab the champion here. I mean, if we end up red-white, we may end up with enough warriors to make it worth it. We'll grab the vampire here. It has a useful creature type. Blood price I haven't loved. This is fixing. It's not good fixing, but it is fixing, so. Ooh, Magmatic Channeler is a cool card. Even if you can't really get the instant and sorcery part of it going, it's a pretty nice little card. It's probably just what we take here. Does make us a little more want to go like blue-red wizards / spells, for sure. Black Bloom Rogue's pretty nice too. Fireblade Charger as well. But yeah, I think we take the Channeler here. Yeah. The ability to rummage and all of that is pretty sweet. So, apart from Nahiri's Binding and Feed the Swarm, it seems like our best colors probably are blue and red, but we'll see what happens. So, I mean, there's cards here that are better than Expedition Diviner, but not by a whole lot. Yeah, I mean, Sky Dancer's fine. I mean, I think we just take the Diviner at this point. Okay, so probably just another Royal Mage. Alright, so I think we're kind of moving. I think we've kind of chosen our path. We'll see if it stays that way. I'm probably actually going to take a Gomafata Vanguard here. I mean, the Duelist is good. Yeah, maybe we just want the Duelist more, huh? Yeah, we probably do. If we were an aggro deck, the Vanguard would be nice, but let's go with the Duelist. Decent black cards still here. So, Living Tempest or Cleric of Chill Depths. This does do things with our party cards, but I guess I'll take it for that reason. Cinderclasm, huh? Right now, I mean, our deck's not super vulnerable to it. I mean, it is kind of, but I do get to choose when to cast it after all. So I think we'll take the Cinderclasm. Yeah, I think we're blue-red. We'll see, though. I mean, things could change in our last pack for sure, but we'll take Cinderclasm here. Ooh, another Spark Mage. Yeah, okay. We want it to be doing 2 damage most of the time, and I think we can get there. I don't love Tormenting Voice or Teeter Peak Ambusher. Voice at least is a spell, I guess, so we'll go there. All right, you know, just as a 1-drop, Fireblade Charger isn't bad. It's better than Scavenge Blade will be in this deck, you know, so. Although, speaking of Scavenge Blade, that is what we'll take here. All right, so I think we'll grab another Fisher Wizard. I wouldn't mind picking up some more wizard payoffs at some point. I mean, we could definitely still turn into a different kind of deck, but it's getting increasingly unlikely. Well, look at the black cards here. So, I mean, Skyclave Shade is really good, as is Bloodchief's Thirst. We do have Cleansing Fire, Wildfire, which is fixing. It's just not, like, good fixing. And you do have to have double black to kick this, and that's really what you need to be doing. So I don't think we really want to splash it. You also need double black to kick Skyclave Shade, so I think we can move away from that. However, I think we do take this Relic Amulet. We have plenty of spells and wizards at this point. Bubble Snare is nice, but I think we take the Amulet. Okay. Wow. So, Morog is really good. Even in our deck, he'll be good. I mean, we're not going to be the most aggro deck ever, but he'll work out. he's definitely what we take here, but it just kind of, it hurts my heart a little bit that Umara Mystic is in this pack, you know, so because we would like it to, and it's more synergistic, but this is just raw power, and you know, it's pretty good, so hard to pass up on. Okay, well, I'm leaning towards a third Spark Mage, and I think that's where we're gonna go here. So right now we have a decent enough mix of creatures. Creature types that I think Spark Mage will be good enough to run 3 of. It's also a wizard, so, you know, I'm gonna go ahead and grab it. We don't have anything white we desperately want to splash, do we? No, I mean, binding would be nice, but it's double white, so it's not gonna happen. Yeah, I mean, Vine Gecko is great, obviously, but we'll take another Diviner. Okay, so things are kind of drying up on us. Is Seagate Colossus going to be reasonable in this deck? Warrior, Wizard, Rogue. Yeah, we have a good mix. Yeah. So I think it is what we take. We do need to maybe focus a little more on picking up the right creature types from here on out. If we really want it and our Spark Mages to be at their best, but we'll see what happens. So Anti-Cognition's not bad. Skyclave Cleric's actually quite good. It's kind of surprising to see here this late. I feel like our curve is high enough that I'm not sure I want Pyroclastic Hellion in this deck. So maybe I just want Anti-Cognition here. Yeah, I think I'll take the Cognition. Okay, so, alright. So I think we actually want to take the Warrior here. I think it's reasonable, but when we have 3 Spark Mages, I think we definitely need to be grabbing as many mixed creature types as we can. And that is one of those. There's a Relic Vial. It's not really going to do it for us. I'll just grab this Barrage, I guess. I'm not going to play it, but you know. So there's another Fisher Wizard. There's another Tormenting Voice. There's also a Field Research. I think I'll take our first Field Research here. Ooh, the Mystic did come back. That's good news. It is gold, but I'm still kind of surprised when they come back. All right, I think we grab another Champion here. If we want to get the most out of Spark Mages, grabbing the Warrior here is the thing to do. Well, I mean, okay. Just a land with upside. I mean, I don't foresee us playing it, but... Okay. Probably don't want the Colossus. I don't think we ended up with such a good mix of creature types we can make that work. How many double-faced modal cards did we end up with? Is it just one? Is the answer just one? It is one, but it's one that's a land like 99% of the time. So we can definitely cut a land. I guess I could run Kabira Takedown without too much downside because of Needle Verge Pathway. And I don't hate that. You know, it's a land if we can't cast it, and if we can, it's a removal spell. Yeah, I mean, I don't really see a downside there. I mean, there is a downside. It's a land that comes into play tapped, etc., but it's not a big downside. I think we'll give that a try. Put the takedown in. We do not want to run 2 planes, though. Thank you. I think we get away with 16 lands, though. And... yeah, so we're not going to run Scavenged Blade. I'm pretty sure of that. This is our only Cleric. I don't know if that's enough of a reason to run it. As long as Spark Mage is doing 2, I feel kind of okay about it. So I'm probably going to cut it and leave Anti-Cognition in. Yeah. So we need to cut one more card. I would like to run 16 lands, I think. So, yeah. And I think... we do have one rogue, too. More rogues would have been good, but, you know. Takedown won't ever be a dead card, since it's a land when I need it to be. So I think I'm okay with it. I guess we'll cut Tormenting Voice as our last card. Yeah. Okay, so... I think we want to add another mountain. Which mountain? Let's just throw in one of these, you know, just do it. Alright, so I think this is it. I'm not super confident about this deck, but I don't think it's terrible either. It has been 3 weeks since I've played this format. Who knows what's changed, you know? I don't know. Okay, it's a pretty good hand. Is this just a hand where I discard Cinderclasm? I don't think so. I do think we're going to discard a land here. Okay, so... play our Wind Rider. So we're going to curve out pretty nicely here. They do have black mana, so their ability to kill something is certainly relevant. But right now, having a pretty slow start, I'd say. I'm going to go ahead and play the Diviner now so that I can loot. Discard an island. Are they mono black or mana screwed? I guess mana screwed is the answer. Alright, this seems fine. I mean, it's not... I don't love the number of lands, but it's not so many that I'm super concerned. We do have lots of ways to loot and rummage in this deck, so, you know, hopefully those help. Uh-oh. That's a faster start than I'd like to see, generally speaking. Especially with this hand. I like my one random jumpstart mountain. It's really supposed to psych my opponent out, you know. This gives my Spark Mage something to do on the upside, which is kill that survivor while adding another counter to our amulet. And I think that's what we'll do. So, not looking great for me in this game. At this point, anyway. Rabid Bite, maybe? Yeah, it's less than ideal. I could have considered leaving up anti-cognition, but I don't imagine that being worth it. Hello, actually a dog. Glad you've been enjoying the content. These creatures are getting a little scary. You do get to draw a card off of that. Okay, am I willing to trade for the Blightblade in this particular situation? I think I probably am. Yeah. Okay. This anti-cognition's pretty terrible at this point. So, kicked Royal Mage just gets me back Field Research, which isn't terrible, but it's not great either. I'm just gonna go ahead and play our Mystic here. And then I think we just leave mana up for our Amulet. Do I, though? If I get it up to 5, I can kill this next turn. And basically just chump block this turn. Yeah, I don't hate that plan. I don't love it either, but I've only got so many options. So probably chump the Adventure and go to like 2 here. Does that make sense? Yeah, I think it does. They might be able to kill us, but... Okay. So, that was a really good draw, actually, because it will enable us to... not only kill Veteran Adventurer, I can then also play the Diviner, which does mean I have to chump block here, but I trade for the other creature, so could be worse. I can block the Captain with this, draw a card, and just chump block the Root Grazer. Oh, no! Don't play a land. Yeah, that'll do it. Yeah, when you end up at a low life total like that, it's kind of hard to stabilize. We were close, though, I think. Our Amulet was getting ready to help us, but what are you gonna do? This might be a reasonable keep. If I draw any land, I can divination. So, yeah, I think it's all right. It's not great. Yeah, my rank's pretty low right now. Since I haven't played in 3 weeks. Yeah, that early ramp was pretty gross. Hey, we drew a mountain anyway. The question is whether I'd rather just leave up in anti-cognition here. I'm not really going to get a chance to play it the rest of the game. So, I mean, there's a chance they can play around it, which will suck. But at least I can play my duelist if I want to in that scenario. Yeah, we'll just end our turn. Playing Fisher Wizard wasn't going to be huge anyway. Yeah, so we'll just go ahead and fire this off while we can. Alright, so I think we'll play our Fisher Wizard. Discard a land. And also our Fireblade Charger. Okay. I mean, I could attack here and then leave up mana to Duelist, but it doesn't really seem worth it. I'm just going to play our Flyer. Let's hope they don't mind rot us or something here. Three, four. So if I had another island and hadn't discarded one, I would be able to kick Field Research here. I do think we still cast it here, but we're not going to be able to kick it. Alright, so yeah, we'll Field Research. Okay, so without our white mana, I think we just play Kabir Takedown tapped here. Yeah. So we can play our buddy Morog next turn, which is no joke. Yeah, and that's definitely... We do have to draw a land, I guess, but we were worried about getting mind rotted earlier, and now it's happened, so... I could double block it and kill it, but with Morog in our hand, I don't think that's really what we want to do. Oh, man. That was brutal. Poor Morog. So he's got Menace and all that now, which is just great. I probably use my Channeler's ability here. Nice. Look out, world. That's pretty gross. Okay, so Menace is a real pain in the neck here. I think I'm just gonna double block this and then kill it with the Charger's trigger. This is tricky. Because we're dead if we don't hit a creature or a removal spell, which I think we have a reasonable chance of both, so I'm just going to go for it. Yeah, okay, so here's our Expedition Champion. And we'll end our turn. We're, once again, though, sort of walking a tightrope where any little thing our opponent does will kill us, so... You know, like that. We actually don't die immediately. Oh, yeah, we do. Oh, man. That double Mind Rot. Like, I don't normally recommend playing 2 Mind Rots. But against us in that game, it was brutal. Take the Mind Rots out of the equation, although it's hard to say. If they replaced their Mind Rot with, like, a creature, would it have been just as bad? Probably not. Because I would have had plenty of nice cards in my hand, including Morog. Who would have made things pretty nightmarish for our opponent. Hey, look, our white mana. Yeah, okay. It's not the best hand ever, but I'll take it. Hey, we're gonna get to Kabira Takedown something. That's fun. In fact, let's just play this as a Plains now before I F it up later. I'm splashing white for Kabira Takedown. Well, that's something we can kill with our Spark Mage, or potentially Kabira Takedown. I'm feeling like I'm drawing enough lands. I'm not feeling like I need to play my Songmad Treachery land here. I don't think I want to use my Channeler's ability right now either. Certainly not now that I played a land, but... do I want to play my Royal Mage? Just to get another body out there? Does, yeah, that seems fine. Might get this rabid bit here, but that's fine. Okay. Since I honestly don't feel like I'm in any immediate danger here, I may just play my Mystic and start going off with it in the sky. I think that is what I'll do. And then we can Spark Mage or take down things. Yeah. Okay. You think they have another one? Oh my god, please don't have another one. Live the dream, you know? Live the dream. Okay. Alright, so... yeah, so I think we take down the Angel. I think we attack. I think pretty soon we'll be using our Channeler's ability. It's definitely more of a late game thing most of the time, just because you kind of need it. It's nice to have as a blocker, and we have plenty of stuff to still do in our hands, so... What do I most want to kill over there with my Spark Mage? I'm still not really sure I want to play my Spark Mage. I think getting the clock going in the air here works out pretty well. So I think we just play our Diviner. Attack for 3. Go ahead and play this land. Yeah. I mean, he can attack me all he wants. Interesting. That means I probably have some sort of pump spell. Like the kicked Marasa thing. Trying to decide if do I just want to block with my Channeler and make them use a card to save their Blade Master? I mean, I know I lose my Channeler's ability, though, which we're getting to the point of the game where it's going to be pretty nice. Do I just let them use up a card here to do a bunch of damage to me? I think... Oh yeah, they do have Pump on board. Good call. Good call. I guess making them use it will make our Spark Mage more worthwhile, though. Let's block with the Diviner. Yeah. Yeah, probably should have just taken that in retrospect. Making them use that ability, though, is pretty big here. If only... Yeah. So yeah, player Spark Mage. And I guess we want to kill the Blade Master. Yeah. Yeah, we're gonna take 5 here. Yeah, that's not what we wanted to happen. What do we have in our graveyard? We have Takedown in there still. It's not terrible. I think we're going to use our Channeler's ability here. Although, being able to kick this is tempting. But yeah, I think we'll go and discard the island. Okay, Fisher Wizard and Expedition Champion both being played seems pretty reasonable. The question is whether or not I want to discard our Treachery here to draw a different card. I don't know. I can see the Treachery really finding us a way to get that extra damage in. So we're not going to. We're in some trouble here, though. That is for sure. I'm willing to take 6 here. It's a risk, but I think I'm going to take it. Now, if they don't play anything here... Song Mad Treachery on the Felidar. It's pretty nasty. Yeah, let's do it. Alright, so... I can't really send everybody in, but... I can send a lot in. Well, what happens here? If I attack with everything... Yeah, I can't get through lethal this turn, so... Yeah, I think I have to leave a couple guys hanging back. Yeah. I don't think it's lethal because they block this and they take, what, 2, 4, 6, 8, 9? Yeah, it's not lethal. It's definitely not lethal. It does make them make a tough decision, but it's not lethal. They have to block something here. That's for sure. And then, yeah. The crackback will be for a few. Hopefully we're not in another situation where we are on the verge of stabilizing at, like, 1 life. And then everything falls apart. Because that could happen here, for sure. So, alright. We do get rid of the Blight Blade. We drop them to 3. Thanks for the sub, Killer Tofu. Alright, so I think we go ahead and block with our Fisher Wizard. Ooh, Morog. Not quite where I can play you, but it's exciting. Alright, so let's play our Charger. Charger plus Morog is going to be pretty gross, potentially. You know, I could have used this ability, discard the Royal Mage, and tried to go that route of hitting a land for Morog this turn. But our Royal Mage can get back Song Mad Treachery and stuff like that, so... I don't think I'm super inclined to go that wet route anyway. Yeah, so I think we passed the turn here. Do I, though? I don't have to play one of the cards I hit. Yeah, let's see if we can hit anything better. Never mind. Is it just better to play another body here? It probably is, with Morog in our hand. So we'll just play another body. That's really the best thing to do here. Because it could allow us to go wide enough to do lethal. Especially with Morog. I do have to block the Felidar, obviously, but... and I guess I will. I want to hold on to the Charger, because if it gets pumped by Morog, it's a real problem. Yeah, it's not good. Okay. Well... That's lethal in the air next turn if they don't have something to do about it. Nice. That game didn't really feel like we were ever firing on all cylinders, but our opponent never really was either. So it worked out. Okay. I think we can get away keeping this hand. You know, we have Fisher Wizard, which will help us a little bit with card selection. Yeah. It is an interesting one. Do I just definitely play Kabira Takedown tapped on turn 1? I guess probably. Because it's just not super likely. Yeah. We'll go ahead and play it tapped. Alright, so I think we play Fisher Wizard here. And I'm going to actually discard Cinderclasm. We can get it back later with things if it seems worth doing, but right now I don't think it is. We need to find an island more than we need to find anything else, so. Okay. Be nice if they play an X1 here for our Spark Mage. It would all be even nicer if we could get our Duelist in play, but, you know, what are you going to do? They do play an X1, so there's that. Hey, an island. Our Duelist can really help us wreck them at this point. I kind of like that plan more. Yeah, I guess it doesn't really wreck them. And next turn I can play a 4 and the Duelist. Well, it would have to be the Spark Mage, though, so I should keep that in mind. Yeah. Okay, well, I think I'm actually going to attack with my Fisher Wizard here. And no, I'm not. I may just use it to block the Bug Catcher, so yeah. Let's do that. And then next turn we can Duelist and Spark Mage if we want. Granted, you don't usually want to play Duelist on your own turn, but that may be where we are. Alright, so I think I'm going to go ahead and block this, see what happens there. What else do they have? Okay, so I think going Spark Mage here, kill that, and attack for 3 in the air seems pretty reasonable. I can Duelist this and then double block it if I want to. Yeah, let's see if that works out for us. Okay. We're kind of running out of gas, but so I can do 2 right now with my Spark Mage. Alright, we're gonna get the clock going in the air here. Alright, we get to draw a card off of it, so it doesn't hurt my feelings too much. Okay. Well, I think we Spark Mage and play Channeler this turn. Yeah. Attack them for 5. Play Channeler. Question is whether I want to double block the Vampire here. I probably just chump it with the Spark Mage if it attacks us. That's sad. We do get to draw another card, though. Oh, we can do 3 this turn with our... Yeah. I think we... God, going to 3 against a deck that has Royal Eruption is probably a bad plan, huh? Alright, let's go for the double block. I don't love it. I'm going to lose my Channeler, but... I can live with that. Really? Well, I can definitely live with that. I'm gonna go ahead and use my Channeler's ability here. Okay, so there's our white mana. We're not going to need it this game, though, so we'll just grab our champion here. And then we just play both our Expedition champions, I think. Yeah, we're not going to get its stats bonus in this deck, basically. I think we have 5 instants and sorceries, but we are going to be able to use it to draw extra cards, and that's plenty good. We could get there for lucky, like especially because we have the 2 double-faced modal cards that are spells, but all right, we're okay with that. We can do 3 right now with Spark Mage. I think I'm just going to take this one. It's much less likely to be able to kill me here. I mean, there's a chance, but... So, they would have gotten a complete blowout if I wasn't careful there. The bad news is, I can only do 2 with my Spark Mage now. I think I probably just attack for 3 and play both these creatures here. I think that gives us our best outcome. And then we can start channeling. Yeah. Let's attack with both of these. Play Fisher Wizard. Play Spark Mage. We're kind of trying to count on Magmatic Channeler getting us there. With the extra cards and whatnot. It's a brave attack if they attack here, but maybe it's not. Alright, so let's go ahead and do this. Nice. So grab the Wind Rider. Play the Wind Rider. So next turn, we might be able to swing for lethal. Depends what they do. They may attack us here, which makes it a little less likely that we swing for lethal. Okay. So... the question here is whether I'd rather dig too deep into my deck or just field research. I'd probably just field research. Okay. Yeah, play our Ambusher here. I'm actually going to attack with our champion. They have to block it, obviously, so... So I can kick Tazim Royal Mage to get back. Field Research or Cinderclasm. Neither of which is that exciting. They keep having just enough stuff in play that it's going to be hard for me to find lethal here. So we're down to, what, 13 cards? I think I go ahead and discard this island to Magmatic Channeler, see what we can do. Hey, we draw an island. Alright, so, yeah, we'll attack with our Ambusher here. They do have to block it, so... we'll kill another creature. They're at 4. I think kicking the Royal Mage is maybe too good here to just play it. Nah, no, it's not. They have to keep finding bodies, and we still have... if they do find a body, we can Magmatic Channeler to dig deeper into our deck. If they don't find a body, they're dead. So... yeah, they did find a body, unfortunately. Okay, so I can kick the Royal Mage, get back Field Research, Cinderclasm, blows up my whole board, basically, so. Yeah, I think we go ahead and do it. It's tricky, though. I mean, when it's like... well, you know, I could hit something better, but yeah, we'll go ahead and just kick this. Get back Field Research. Okay, that gives us lethal. Oh, except they can attack us, and I have to block both of them. Well, okay. Pretty much lethal. Both of the last 2 games I won, I never really felt like we were doing great, but, you know, we got there. Magmatic Channeler has been pretty good. And it's the art in the background here, too. Pretty good hand. This is a Fisher Wizard that will... I mean, Spark Mage that'll do 2. Yeah, I think I gave Magmatic Channeler a B in my set review. Alright. Now we'll have an island to discard to Fisher Wizard, most likely. Oh yeah, now we definitely do. There's a chance they have Zulaport Cutthroat. Or not Cutthroat. That's a different card entirely. But if they do, I still get to... oh, no, I don't. Yeah, it's just not going to be worth it at this point to attack with the Charger. Maybe it is. There's not... yeah, there's not a guarantee they have it. Let's just rumble. Ooh, except for losing my Spark Mage's ability to do 2 damage. Might not be so good. I'm not going to attack. There's too many things that can go wrong. I am going to play Fisher Wizard. You know, they might just have Anti-Cognition. In which case, playing around that other card is going to hurt. Oh, Jawari Disruption, same thing. Okay. Overthought that, I think. It's usually not a good idea to hate draft double DC, just so you know. You know. Just so you know. Alright, so we're going to field research here. Okay. So doing 2 right now isn't going to cut it, unfortunately. Well, killing that'll be nice. I know it was in person. It's still not really worth it, double DC. On average, it's not the best plan. So, if I cast Cinderclasm here kicked, I blow up everything. So, yeah, I'll do 2 to everything if I kick it, and the survivor will die as well. However, if they're willing to just block my Fireblade Charger, I think I'm okay with that. Hate drafting is where you take a card because you're worried your opponent will play it against you, not a card that you're going to play in your own deck. Yeah, the only time it can be right to do is to take a card late that doesn't have anything good, but it's generally, again, not really worth it. Alright, so let's just kick this Cinderclasm. I can actually wait, but not really, because they'll play a land. Actually. Maybe I'll wait. Nah, I'm not going to wait. Let's just do this. It does mean my Spark Mage can only do 1 damage, but that doesn't hurt my feelings too much. Okay, so I think we play a Relic Amulet. We'll probably just end our turn. We can kick the Royal Mage next turn. Oh yeah, we're in good shape now. They could still have counter magic. I'm actually going to play the Mystic here now. Yeah. Start getting damage going on this board. Alright, so we're going to kick Tazim Royal Mage here. See if they counter it. Do we want... I think we probably want field research more than Cinderclasm at this point. Yeah, we're in really good shape now, especially because our opponent is, unfortunately for them, mana screwed. Alright, so let's kick this field research. I probably don't want to tap all my red mana, because I want to actually play that as white, so hold on a second. I'd rather... Probably not going to be able to play anything anyway, but... We're splashing white for Kabira Takedown. Okay, so we'll go ahead and attack. How many cards are in their graveyard? So, I think we just leave up mana for Anti-Cognition and our Amulet here. It's gonna be really mean if they finally, yeah, do that. That's a mean Anti-Cognition, but, you know, you gotta do what you gotta do. Sometimes you're mean. Sometimes you have to be mean, you know? So let's play our Wind Rider. And our Expedition Champion. So we can do 2 again with Spark Mage. We've also got the Treachery. This might just be lethal here. 2, 4, 6, 7. It's probably just lethal, yeah. Alright, so let me go ahead and Song Mad Treachery. Yeah. That's the first game where I think we won. I mean, they were also mana screwed, but it felt like our deck was actually firing on all cylinders, getting all the wizard and spell triggers it needed and stuff. It's a bit of a dangerous keep, but I have enough confidence, I think, in our ability to not draw more lands. Plus, this can replace itself. I think we go ahead and keep it. It's a little sketchy, but we have a decent amount of card selection in this deck. Nice. That's a pretty good draw because we didn't have a 2-drop. So we're just going to curve out here. Ambusher, Mystic, Diviner. It's not bad. So we definitely attack here. If they decided to block, obviously enough, we'll pump our guy. If they don't block, we'll just do 1 to them and play our Mystic. Duelist can really mess this guy up. They definitely should have attacked first there. So we can do 2 right now with our Spark Mage. I think I'm probably more interested in just playing the Diviner. Next turn we can do up to 3 with Spark Mage. Yeah, that's not good. So we're going to take 5. It's not great, but it is a situation we can find our way out of. So there's that. Alright, so let's play another Diviner. I'm going to attack for 6 here. So what my plan is to play the Duelist, shrink this, and block it with my Diviner. I mean, that's our basic plan here. See if they let us do it. They may or may not. Oh, that's actually not gonna... I'm stupid. You know, we do crack back for 9 here, so I don't hate that, and we take 2 less damage, but what I should have done is used it on this and then blocked it. That would have been a lot more meaningful. But yeah, we'll just take 2, 3, whatever they decide to do to us here, we'll take it. Okay, so... Alright. Let's play our Spark Mage here. See what happens. Alright, so now we have to kill the Blood Priest, but I think that's okay. And no real reason to attack with the Duelist, I feel like. Because... well, I guess I still have this back to block, but I'm going to be a little bit careful here. Yeah. So I block Teeter Peak Ambusher if it attacks us here, obviously enough. It only would have died if I did that if the Teeter Peak Ambusher, if they pump mana into it, though. So it would have been a little better, I think. But, you know, the 2 damage we prevented could end up mattering. That's for sure. Okay, that's less than ideal. Yeah. Do they attack here? I mean, they're still dead, right? I mean, yeah. I have 9. Oh, they have to hope I don't have a wizard, but we know we do, so that's what they're doing. Yeah, that's what they were banking on, us not having something to pump our Mystic, but unfortunately for them, we did, so. Yeah, we were far enough ahead when Zagros came down and had enough flyers that we could make it. Alright, this is fine. Potentially a 3 damage Spark Mage in this hand. That's like Flame Tongue Kavu territory. Good game. Trying to decide if I play Fisher Wizard here, if I actually want to discard anything. Cinderclasm and Duelist are both pretty good here. I could just Cinderclasm now, honestly, but the reason I'm not is there's a decent chance to play another X1 here. I think I'm just going to play Fisher Wizard and not discard anything. Yeah, I think we had a hand where we want to hold on to stuff. Of course, now if we Cinderclasm, we also kill our own Fisher Wizard, but that's okay. Okay. Interesting. Okay. So we attack here for sure. We play Zulaport Duelist if they elect to block. And if they don't decide to block, do I use my Cinderclasm here? I mean, I think just playing the champion's fine. Am I going to regret not Cinderclasming earlier? It's possible. Well, that's gross. So now they can do a whole bunch of damage if they want to. Kind of regretting not Cinderclasming now, I think. Mostly because of Fireblade Charger. I can use the Duelist to negate it a little bit, but, yeah. Alright, so I think we'll play our Spark Mage here and kill the Electromancer. We've seen Morog off and on today, but unfortunately, we've never been able to cast him. Okay, so... I'm going to attack with my Fisher Wizard here. And just my Fisher Wizard. If I do that, I can prevent things from getting too out of control with this Fireblade Charger. Now, they're still going to get to kill my Duelist. But it's not a big deal. Now we can also Cinderclasm without fear of it messing us up, so... Do I just Cinderclasm now? I think I'm going to. Well, that's annoying. Will we ever cast Morog? That's one of the rares. Yeah, that's a much larger creature than I'd like to have to deal with. We might still be able to win this race in the sky, though. Might need a little help to get there, but... So this is a pretty nice little card to have in this stage of the game. That's why they put it in their hand, obviously. Yeah. Gives you some pretty serious card selection, and even nets you one card. Yeah. Guess they're probably going to do it to me, unless they have a way of killing one of my creatures with the additional damage. And I guess they might. Oh, they basically just cycled it. Yeah. Yep, that's brutal. That is a nasty turn for them. I definitely double block if the sorcerer attacks me. I just take 4 if that attacks me, though. Yeah. Well, we may really get to cast our Morog. It might be too late, though. I don't have anything great to get back, and Morog does pay us off for going wide, so I'm just going to play the Royal Mage here. There's also a warrior. That'll be nice, I guess. That's nasty. Their sorcerer is going to do 1 to this, and then they're going to kill my Spark Mage with the Enter the Battlefield trigger. So we are going to get to play Morog, but it's not going to matter. Look out. And we lose. 5 and 3 is not bad for this deck. I'll accept it. We at least can say we cast Morog, though. We went 5 and 3 rather than 4 and 3.